perspective, four of you don't get like movie star treatment that often. So what's it like for you to get on something like this cruise and be treated like a movie star?
First of
You
all,
know, but that's what
very
life's like for us.
impressed.
We just walk down the street and scream at people. Oh my God, it's really hard. That's why we just tend to stay indoors.
I'm constantly being recognized by friends and family.
You know, I remember when we were getting off the cruise and one of the organizers at Six Men, and she's like, you know, I have done so many of these cruises. And she goes, the only fan base that comes even close to this fan base was the Kiss fan base.
Yeah.
And I was like, think of that, like rock and roll. Like that's what
Yeah.
it, she goes, it was crazy. Like the amount of security we needed at all times. Like it was so overwhelming. And what was amazing is I remember we got off the ship, just all that craziness. We spent our little afternoon in Miami. I got home and the next day I drove the girls to school and on the radio it was like Timothy Chalamet is going to be at the mall today promoting Wonka. So I took the girls there and to walk back into a crowd of probably 7,000 people and not one person knowing who you are was amazing. The juxtaposition of
A
that.
great equalizer.
Great equalizer.
Um, I think it's a little overwhelming to be honest, because it really is such an isolated experience. And when you put 3,000 people on a ship that are wildly familiar with you, and it creates something that is completely unreal, and it's overwhelming, and it does kind of take you out of your body a little bit. I can't speak for everybody, but I find I need a lot of moments to sort of step away and take a breath, and also try to just take in what it is and how extraordinary it is, and really go, just give myself a moment to go, this is wild what we've created, right? What we find ourselves in, and it's a week of our year or 2 weeks. You go to these conventions and the same thing happens. uh it's not really real, but then also it kind of is, and it's a complicated set of emotions and things that come up in those
Well,
experiences.
and while isolating, it's also we're so lucky that we all know each other so well. So it's that we get to do it together. Like